Back to the program, time to visit with Westside Auto Pros and our good friend Joe, the car guy, talking about something that is very important, especially this time of year with all the rains that we're expecting here and just having some stability on the roadways, because we're talking about one of the most basic aspects of your vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. We've covered brakes. That's what makes your car stop. Tires are what makes your car roll, so they're just as vital if you plan on going anywhere.
Absolutely. So obviously people go into their daily grind every single day. They have their destinations, whether it be school, work, something like that. But maybe they're starting to take summer vacations and driving and things like that.
Yep.
What do we need to look out for our tires so we're not going on a trip and oops, we're off on the side of the road trying to find our spare?
Exactly, yeah. The biggest thing is when you're getting your oil changed or whatever inspection done on it, they're going to give you an accurate measurement of the tires. Once you hit 3/32, that tire's done.
Now explain what that means once you hit 3/32.
Yeah, yep. 3/32 is they measure tires in 30 of an inch. Most passenger car tires or SUV tires are going to start between 10 and 12/32. And so you've got about 7/32 of an inch of useful life. And as that wears down, once we hit 3, our tires are not.
And you're talking about the tread depth, okay?
Correct.
From the base of the tire, and then it's that little space in between, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. It's the gap that you can put a coin down in.
And why is that so important? If we get to 3/32 or we're looking at, Lincoln's Head or something like that, what is that really telling us?
That's signifying the amount of traction you do or do not have for the tire to be able to perform the way it's supposed to. At our shop, once you hit 4/32, we start telling people it's time to start thinking about tires in the very near future. And the reason for that is it's a several $100 investment, no matter what type of vehicle you're driving.
Right.
And you guys are always great, for when I've worked with you before, about a good, better, best. What does that mean? Is that like how the tire is made, the thickness? Like what does that all mean and things we should be thinking about?
There's all sorts of different types of tires. I mean, you could pick a vehicle and find 20 plus tires for it easily. There's black, round, and hold air. The construction of them is just very, very cheap. There's not siping in the tire the way that they're cut that's going to provide you much traction, especially in Iowa.
These are the tires you want to put on before you sell your car.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just throw those on and away she goes.
Yeah, new tires.
New tires. Right.
The reason that we do the good, better, best is so that people have options in budgets. And the thing that I always tell people is, regardless of where you buy your tires, make sure that you're talking to somebody that is knowledgeable about tires. Make sure that they weren't stocking frozen foods 10 minutes ago and then popped over to help you.
Because that is a very important aspect of your vehicle. That's the contact patch between you and could be life.
Yeah. Yep. And that's why I say the tires are as important as the brakes, because your brakes are stopping your car, but the tires are what's on the road. If they're not on the road, or you can't stick to the road for whatever the reason may be, whether it be a poor tire or what, then you're stuck.
Okay.
Right.
Now, what about some of these folks that might have a car that they drive only in the summertime or only in the wintertime, and they say, well, I don't drive this car much. I leave it parked for a good chunk of the year, so they should last twice as long, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
The thing to remember on that is tires have a DOT number on them.
Okay.
The DOT number it's actually a 12-digit number. The first 8 digits you never need to worry about. It's what factory it was built in, some tire characteristics that nobody's ever going to know about.
Okay.
And then the last 4 on the example we have is 3717. That means that tire was finished being built the 37th week of 2017.
Oh, okay.
So that is how you can tell if your tires are expired. And what you were talking about, Lou, is if somebody just has their vehicle that they just drive during the summer, tires have an expiration just like a carton of milk would. It's obviously longer, but the American Rubber Association, the DOT, they've said 6 years is when tires start deteriorating and they're going to come apart, essentially. That's when you can get the separated tire, you see the blown out tire. So at 6 years, it's time to replace your tires regardless of tread depth.
And so, okay, so you said 6 years. So that's kind of the number we need to have in the back of our head, or check. And maybe we purchased a vehicle and we didn't look at the date of birth necessarily on the tires.
Yep.
And now's the time to look to see where you stand.
Exactly. Yep. And in the tires, one side of the tire is going to have that DOT number. The other side, you're going to see an 8-digit number that doesn't have the week and the year. It's just how they're constructed. They only stamp it on one side. So if you go out and say, Joe, there's no DOT number on my tire, it's on the inside of the tire.
So crawl underneath and take a look Okay.
Yeah, or swing by, your repair shop, have them crawl underneath and look so you're not on the ground.
No, in most cases, if you do have 4 tires put on, they all come from the same batch, don't you think?
Correct. Yeah, you may see a week or 2 variance, and that's the other thing that you want to remember is there are tires that you can buy that may be 3 or 4 years old. If that's the case, they need to be half price.
So if you're going to go purchase some tires, you might want to go check and say, before you install these, let me take a look at the date.
Yeah.
And obviously you want one that has 18 or 19
Yep,
in it now, right?
or ask them what their policy is on installation of tires. We will not install a tire that's more than 6 months old.
Really?
Period. Send
Oh,
it
I didn't
back.
realize that.
Yeah, because you're losing value. So
Sure
there's
you
no,
are.
there's no point in us installing that.
Let's talk about brands. We kind of talked about good, better, best, but
Yeah.
how about specific brands? Because there are so many out there. It can get a little overwhelming, and you want to make sure you're putting the right tire on your car.
Yeah, if you have an unlimited amount of time and boredom and just love doing research, TireRack.com, whether you buy from them or not, which I don't recommend just from the standpoint of I'm a local business.
Right.
But they do have fantastic reviews and ratings if you wanted
Okay.
to go on. But just buy from who you trust so that you know that you're getting something that's good. There's personal preference that comes into play. Some people want a certain brand. Their dad had a certain brand. Mom had a certain brand. That's
Some
what
people
they
are
want to
brand
run.
loyal.
Yep. So the biggest thing is just buy from somebody that you know and trust so that they can point you in the right direction. Because depending on the vehicle, I could pick out 5 or 6 different tires that would be excellent for that vehicle, but I'm going to narrow it down to 2 or 3 to get to that good.
Now,
tire
you
Right.
guys can
for
get a
you.
hold of any tire, correct?
Yeah, if it's built, I can find it, I can
Okay.
sell it.
Love it. Okay, but definitely something we want to start thinking about now, especially if you're getting ready for a trip, or maybe, you know what, I haven't checked the tires in a while.
Right,
You know,
yes.
maybe it's not, like, what are the signs? Like, it's just not handling as well, or?
Yeah, you can get anywhere from, you could start to notice a vibration when that tire
Yep.
starts to separate. You could get pulling one direction or the other. You could be headed towards the ditch on either side, which would be a bad problem.
That's a sign.
And if
the car's telling you something.
Exactly. If you're in some of this rain in the car, you just feel like you don't have control of it. Chances are you're hydroplaning, whether you realize
You'll
it
have
or
some
not.
stability, yeah.
Yep, and that can play a big part in it too.
Okay, again, but I think one of the most important takeaways from this segment here is if you're buying tires, check the date
Yeah.
of when they were constructed, so you're not getting old tires, because you hit the nail on the head. You could be purchasing tires that are a couple of years done already.
Yeah. Yep.
Expiring.
Yeah, and if there's some value to be saved, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, not being on your car for 2 years isn't a problem. It's just from the financial aspect, make sure that you're buying tires that you're going to get a full life.
Any other tire questions people have?
Absolutely.
How can people get a hold of you?
They can get me at joe@westsideautopros.com. They can find us on Facebook. We're on the interweb at westsideautopros.com.
It sounds like the other thing, if maybe you're still like, ooh, I'm not exactly know what I'm supposed to be looking for, searching for, they can stop by
Yep,
and you
they
guys
can
can do
stop
it
by.
for you.
There's no cost to anything like that. Free advice.
Love it.
Thank you, Joe, the car
Thank
guy.
you.
All right.